Ladies and gentlemen, my unit says we're broadcasting live. This is Wiley Drake live from the Capitol of the United States of America. We're right down from the Capitol, the dome. You saw the pictures of it a while ago. I'll not move the camera around, but this has been a sad day in America. My heart has been saddened when I see freaks proclaiming they want freedom, and my heart has really been burdened. And I literally, and I don't mean this to brag on me, but I literally wept today several times because of what I saw here in our nation's capital. But I did another show a while ago and had a man on from Texas with me by the name of Ted Cruz. But anyway, that was a highlight in the show. I'm doing another show right now because I met a brother since I've been here, and I've seen him before in other places. I'm going to step out of the picture, and I'm going to have him step into the picture. And first thing I want him to do is introduce himself, talk about his organization, and then I may ask a question or two as we go along. So, without further ado, my guests. And guests, get yourself, you got to be my cameraman and everything.
That's fine. Hi. That's totally fine.
All right, tell them 3 questions when you're on the Wiley Drake Show. Number 1 is, who are you? Number 2, where are you from? And number 3, why are you just a few feet from the Capitol?
Well, Wiley, I first appreciate you having me on your show. You're doing a critical job and a very important job. You're lifting up Jesus and ministering to the people. I see you ministering. It's just a wonderful thing. I'm here today. I'm with Vision Impact, and Vision Impact is a pro-ministry, more pro-marriage, pro-family organization, and we are here today putting forth a program that we've gotten from the Lord called the Impact America Tour, impactamericaTour.com, and it is designed to, as this day is over with here, and I concur with you, it's really been a sad day. This is a day where Christians across the nation should be saying, you know, what do I need to do to change things? And I think one of the reasons, Riley, we're in this situation is because the Christians have basically fallen asleep. Let's be fair.
Amen.
We've really fallen asleep.
Amen.
And because we've fallen asleep, we're in a dynamic here where the LGBT group has really pushed through an agenda that is not or contrary to our biblical beliefs. Now, we are in a free nation, and our nation makes it possible for people of different ethnicities, religious backgrounds, and just about everything to be free to do what they want to do in their own home. But the reality is, when those policies and individual practices come out and impact the public space and go contrary to what we as Christian Americans believe and what we purport has held up from the underpinnings of our nation together, of family and the family structure, then we all need is like, well, you know, Lord, what do I need to do to stop this slippery slope here, this slide? And so that's what we're here to do with Impact America Tour. Our goal is to start a process of getting pro-family organizations and pro-marriage organizations and pro-ministry and pro-marriage churches out here to have a day of about 2 hours a day. We're going to be here from 12 o'clock p.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. every day, and we'll have banners and we'll have pro-marriage and pro-family placards up that say, you know what, we are not letting this go by. We're not going to just let the season come and go, and we're not going to pray, and we're not going to make an effort to show our heart here. And to me, it's not about so much influencing the Supreme Court as it is standing up for biblical principles, standing up
Amen.
for what is right, standing up for the fact that marriage is between one man and one woman, and how God made Adam and Eve, as we've been saying all week long, not Adam and Steve. God ordained marriage. You know, so what we have to do is we have to say, you know what is my part? And so that being said, the Impact America Tour, if you can go to impactamericatour.com, it will go through a process that will share with you what we can do over a continuous basis from this day forward, starting Wednesday, going on all the way to the end of June. Because as you know, Riley, we'll get back from the Supreme Court their decision in the middle of June, before June 30th.
Yeah.
So with June 30th being that date, we have that delta, the delta between now all the way to the end, where we can stand up and say how we feel. And that's what we need to do. We need to say how we feel, right?
Amen. And so, brother, also, by the way, you know, we've talked about it here with a lot of people. Everybody, the last few days, I've had people like Rafael Cruz, Mr. Ted Cruz's dad, on with us, and Ted on with us, and one of the congressmen from Oklahoma and so forth. But I say all of this to say, we're all sort of wringing our hands And one of the reasons why I was sort of turned on to you, to use some of these people's terms, but to turn on you was because I heard a man saying, yes, I agree, we're in trouble, but I also heard a man say, here is a part of the solution. Tell our friends your solution to this.
Yes.
And give them information on how to get in touch.
Yes, okay. My solution starts with this. My solution starts with 2 hours a day, we're doing a regional of 20 states that are nearby the DC area. My goal is to have the different churches and different pro-family ministries have buses that come here to DC and stand out here in front of the Supreme Court and say, I am for traditional marriage, and having placards and having banners to do that say that. It doesn't have to be tens of thousands, but it needs to be hundreds and thousands over the period of time, consistently, precipitously, sharing their view that marriage is biblical and marriage is between man and woman.
Amen.
And with a continual sustain, it's like a military operation.
That's right.
Continuous and sustained operation. That's what we need. That will start the process of people saying, hey, you know what are they doing there? Maybe there is something about there. Maybe there are more people than we're seeing.
Amen.
Because we have to understand that the media and the powers that be that have a lot of authority and money, those are the ones who are pushing this. This is not the majority of the United States. It's definitely not the majority of the Christian community.
Amen.
So that's what we have to do. So that's the Vision Impact team and the Impact America tour. That's what we're doing. So we have a plan to break down the different states so that each state is in charge of a day where they're able to share. So the burden won't be on everyone. The burden will be shared collectively. And so that's what the Impact America tour is.
Amen.
ImpactAmericaTour.com.
And ladies and gentlemen, you might imagine why I was attracted to this man, because I heard him say these things, and you know what our basic policy is, our basic principle. We have coined a military phrase, and we call it boots on the ground and prayer in the air. And so I'm boots on the ground today, but I've got people all over the world that are listening and watching and praying today. They can't be boots on the ground, but they can be prayer in the air. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to go on record right now. To say, as the chairman of the Congressional Prayer Conference of Washington, D.C., and to my co-chairman in California, we are officially on this day adopting Impact America Tour and this Vision Impact that they have, reaching the nation for Christ in the public space. And I want you to get in touch with them, and I want you to work with them, and I hope some of you can be boots on the ground here in D.C.
I love that.
And if you can't be boots on the ground, we can be prayer in the air. So, brother, I want to put you back on camera and give us the basics, because some people maybe didn't write it down, or they need to make sure and get the website, the phone number, any other information you'd like to give them. So if you'll step back on camera.
Yes, sir. Okay, so where you want to go is you want to go to ImpactAmericaTour.com, and that will lead you directly to the website where you can send out contact information. We'll follow back up with you. And then our number is 246 5856. 5852.
Now give our audience your name again.
My name is Ptolemy Pruden, P-T-O-L-E-M-Y, Ptolemy Pruden, P-R-U-D-N.
All right.
And I'm with ImpactAmericaTour.com.
All right, folks, you've got it, and I encourage you to go there. We're going to end this program right now and say good day, God bless you, and let's be boots on the ground, prayer in the air with this dear brother at Impact America. May God bless you.